Now we should interview our suspects to find out if they're guilty or have any other information.
But what about the other silver robberies you read about in the police gazette?
But we don't know who's behind those thefts.
But it might be important, so you better write it in the other clues section.
That's good thinking.
Ghost Rider's detective friends were right. This is a keen way to keep track of a case.
Other clues. Silver stolen from 3 houses in Brooklyn. Let's go home. You've got to stay in the basement while I interview Mrs. O'Boyle and Lucy.
To find out if I was set up or not?
Yeah, but they also might lead us into more clues or suspects. Come on, let's go, Gumshoe.
I don't have gum on my shoe.
That's another word for detective. I learned it from reading the Police Gazette.
Gumshoe. I like that. Sounds kind of tough.
Hey, watch what you're doing, man.
I'm just trying to make everything nice and clean for Grandma Cece, that's all.
Jamal, your father's job just called. He's not feeling well. Wants me to drive over and pick him up.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, nothing serious. Probably just a toothache or something. Your lunch is on the table. I'll be back soon, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right, so who else was in the house before the silver was stolen?
Mr. Izzo, the coal man, made a delivery. He had to come through the house to get the key to the coal chute because Frank forgot to unlock it for him.
Alrighty, anybody else?
No, no one. Oh, but you're daft if you think Frank didn't steal it. There's no getting around the fact that he's a thief. A leopard can't change his stripes.
Leopards have spots. Zebras have stripes.
Well, whatever they have, they can't change them.
Why do you dislike Frank so much?
I grew up in the slums with hoodlums like him. When I was a wee girl, I saw a gang of street boys attack my father for a loaf of bread. He was hurt so bad he couldn't work anymore. My sisters and I had to leave school and get jobs so our family wouldn't be thrown out into the streets. Those thieving hoodlums ruined my life.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just get a bit misty when I think of what they did to my dear father.
What they did to your father, Mr. O'Boyle, was wrong. But Frank, he doesn't do those kinds of things.
Oh, so you say. Oh, darn that Millard Fillmore Smith. He's a liar and a cheat.
What are you talking about?
Millard Fillmore Smith, the Ritter Brush man. I bought this feather duster from him just yesterday.
Yesterday, what time?
Oh, just after I did the breakfast dishes.
I thought you said no one else was in the house.
Oh, well, it must have slipped my mind.
All right. Tell me everything that happened while he was here.
Millard Fillmore Smith sat right there on that sofa and promised me the feather duster would last a lifetime. Oh, and to think he was named after my favourite president.
So he was in the house right before the tea set was stolen. So he's a suspect.
Nonsense. He's a travelling salesman, not a common thief.
2 new suspects. I can't wait to report this to Frank. A footprint.
Beeswax. It is my business as a Raj stay.
Not for long.
Hey, you want me to get kicked out, don't you?
Yes.
So that's why you stole the tea set and tried to blame it on me. So I get kicked out.
You can't blame that on me. I'm not a thief like you.
You'd do anything to get your way.
You better move before I call Mrs. O'Boyle and tell her you left the house when you weren't supposed to. I hope my father throws you out tonight.
What are you up to?
Nothing.
Huh. Well, where have you been all morning?
Oh, just playing.
Well, lunch will be late. I'm off to the butcher's, but I'll be back soon.
May I go with you?
Well, of course, Pet.
Bye, Catherine. Make sure Frank stays downstairs.
Frank, come upstairs quick!
Where's Mrs. O'Boyle?
Don't worry, she and Lucy are gone, but look at this.
What is it?
It's a footprint, and it's made of coal dust. The coal man was here yesterday before he made his delivery.
So then he's a suspect.
Right. I wish we knew where he was. He's probably out robbing another house right now.
Maybe Ghost Rider can help us.
Yes, but how?
Well, he can fly around and read things. So then maybe he can find the coal truck by looking for that big old sign painted on it.
Yeah, but what's the sign say?
Izzo Brothers Ice and Coal.
All right, let's give it a try.
This is sure a swell joint. I bet you the home for wayward boys is real cold and ugly.
Stop worrying, Frank. We'll catch the thief. Ghost Rider will help us. We're making progress, look!
I hope this works.
So do I. Here. This is for you to wear. So you're always going to be ready to write down important things for the case.
Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome, Gumshoe.
Oh, I caught Lucy snooping around downstairs.
Well, that could be evidence that we can use against her. Did you know that the Ritter Brushman was here yesterday?
No?
Yeah. He was here before the tea set was stolen, so I put him down on the suspects list.
Then we should go looking for him, too.
But if the coal man turns out to be the thief, we won't have to.
Ghost Rider!
Cobble Street and Grant Lane. That must be where the truck is.
That's not far from here.
Let's skedaddle.
Police Gazette. You know, I've seen these at the library. They're full of crime stories and other good junk.
I never heard of them.
Yeah, they were popular a long time ago.
How old is it?
This one was printed in 1928.
Hey, maybe it belonged to Frank and Catherine.
I bet it did.
Let's see what else we can find.
There he is.
Why was he coming out of the front of the house?
Coal chutes in the back. Look at that sack he's carrying. Maybe he stole something else. You go home. I'm gonna get in the back of the wagon and keep an eye on him.
I'm no Chicken Little. I'm going with you.
You can't. It's too dangerous. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Listen, we're partners on this case, kiddo. And I can do anything you can do. Come on. Let's see if he left the sack up front.
Why are you two kids following me?